Resistance Chicks, we are back at you. It is January 6th, 2017. We have some really awesome stories and kind of sad stories. The first one's really sad.
And breaking news today, right now.
If you haven't heard, in Fort Lauderdale.
There was a shooting. Man, he got on an airplane in Alaska. Flew to Canada and then flew to Fort Lauderdale, and he had.
He was going to the baggage claim.
He had a checked bag. He had checked a gun with a concealed carry permit, and he has a military badge. And he just opened up and started shooting people. So
there's obviously, we don't have a lot of information yet. You never know why anybody would just. A lot of people were tweeting that Fort Lauderdale police had upgraded it to a terrorist attack. I don't know that that's official yet. I think everybody's ready to always
Somebody says it was a second shooter now.
5 are dead.
5 are dead, 13 are wounded, and I'm
Which
going
is
to
a
show
lot of
you.
shots off.
There's 2 guys that were taken away. We don't know who the second guy is. So let's see. He had a check gun in a bag and he loaded it in the bathroom.
Because obviously you wouldn't be able to check a loaded weapon.
This is him right here. His name is Esteban Santiago. He's obviously a young military guy.
That's kind of important when we say guy or man or whatever. We always, I don't know, in my mind I always think somebody that's
He's obviously
over
being
40.
questioned right now by the FBI. Let's see.
I'm surprised that it wasn't a suicide type deal. I mean, he knew he was going to get caught, or maybe he didn't. I don't know.
Right. It was in the baggage claim area of Terminal 2. If you've been to the Fort Lauderdale airport, you know where that is. The first call came in around 12:55 p.m. about shots being fired in the airport. Quickly, obviously, moved the crowds. I'm going to show you guys some video here. Here's a picture of the guy Esteban being
taken away.
And then there's some video of people kind of scared. I guess I'm down here too far.
What did we do when mass attacks of this happened?
Right,
before
here's a short video of the people just laying on the ground here quietly waiting. I'm guessing that's kind of after because you don't hear any shots being fired. They were kind of just staying down on the ground like you probably would. There's a video of kind of some mass hysteria here kind of happening.
It's really terrifying. I mean, can you imagine being in that scenario, in that situation? We always kind of imagine, but, to all of a sudden just have all these shots and to watch people be, dropping to the ground and the confusion. And for me, I don't know about you guys, but Fort Lauderdale doesn't remind me. I mean, when I think of the places that this sort of thing would happen, Fort Lauderdale's airport does not come to mind.
No, so that's kind of it. That's all we've got.
We're going to wait and see.
Wait and see if it's a terrorist attack. I know a lot of the anti-gun people are going to come out and say, well, he had a concealed carry, so he must have been one of the good guys.
I have to tell you that when it comes to this sort of thing, and of course I don't want to jump the gun, no pun intended here on this, but when it comes to things like Sandy Hook, I think it's almost pretty much well known by everybody that was staged. That was a staged event. And they do this, they set up these things because they're gun grabbers. That's exactly what they do. Somebody gets paid.
The MO keeps going. We saw with Project Veritas, bird dogging. You set them up, you set them up, you set them up. If you want legislation passed and you're a Democrat, and I'm sure Republicans do too.
Absolutely. There's corruption at all levels, at every side.
You set things up, you set your scenarios up. I'm not saying that this guy did that.
Yeah, but let's be clear. We're not.
With 9/11, we went into Iraq and come to find out Saudi Arabia was funding it. I mean, seriously. It's what you see is not.
I just have to say that the information that comes out first, fast, stuff like immediately we know he had a concealed carry. Immediately we know that he checked it. Immediately we know he had a military ID. All of these things that responsible gun owners say, listen, they're most responsible gun owners. So the fact that all that information was right there to be pushed out, it just causes me to pause.
What's that Tom Cruise movie where the kid is set up and he says, get the guy, get the one guy?
I don't know. You guys can leave that one in your comments. You probably know what she's talking about. I'm just suspicious.
Right.
In my opinion, these people, the gun grabbers are guilty until proven innocent. So every time I hear of something like this happening, my mind goes to staging. Was it set up?
Right.
I have to say. And these people are willing to risk lives, to take lives. You have to, you know.
It's all part of a war, for them. So, all right.
So that's it. We'll bring you back more details as we get them.
All right.
I was cold, all alone. No place for